That was stupid. It's a stupid bit. Hello. Hi. Welcome to the Antihaul. Now, if you are unfamiliar with what a K-pop anti-haul is, it is pretty much where I look back on the past month of K-pop. I talk about everything that had a physical release, and specifically so, the ones that I didn't buy. Because so much with K-pop, on YouTube especially, we have so much content of just people buying things, me included, that, you know, maybe it's a little refreshing to hear someone talk about not buying stuff and their reasoning behind not buying certain things. And it's also just kind of a fun way to talk about releases from the past month. And with that, let's begin. Kepler, First Impact. I have a whole video about this debut actually, so feel free to check that out if you want to know my thoughts on this. I did end up buying all 3 versions, as well as the M-Wave signed ones, and once again, bought 3 of those, so I'm just stupid. Don't do what I do. Uptension, Novella. They're a group I don't buy at all, and it's just gonna continue to be like that. There's no point in starting now, really, unless like something like dramatic happened. So you're just gonna skim past this one. P1 Harmony, Disharmony, Find Out. Now, I like P1 Harmony, which is pretty rare for me when it comes to boy groups, especially rookie boy groups. You know, it takes kind of a while sometimes for me to really like build that connection with the group, unless they've just put out that one banger of a song that just makes me fall in love. I can acknowledge they put out good music. I don't feel a connection with the group, which is why I don't really see myself buying their albums. I will say I think this is their best EP as a whole. One of their vocalists, I'm like in love with their voice. I don't know the members or anything. I couldn't tell you like who, what, where, but wow, I love. And since we're on the topic of P1 Harmony, they are doing a world tour in the United States, which I guess that's not really a world tour. And they are actually stopping by me, which never happens. Unfortunately, it's not convenient enough for me to do it. Like if it had been close, you know, I might have just gone, because it's, you know, it's been a few years since I've been to a K-pop concert. I mean, it could have been fun, but yeah, I think I'm good saving my money on not going to this concert. 17's Woozi, The 13 Tapes. I'm liking these 17 mixtapes. Now, I didn't buy Hoshi's, who had the first one, and he's my bias, so I think it's safe to say I'm not going to buy any of these mixtapes, but it's an interesting project, and I'm glad they're continuing with it. For a while, I wasn't sure if they were going to. It seemed very ambitious that they announced there's going to be 13, you know, for all the members, but there's been quite a gap between this one and Hoshi's. So I hope they kind of pick those up a bit more. BLITZERS, BOBBIN. First, we just gotta say it's a jewel case, and that's, oh no, oh no. And it's only 3 songs, oh no. Hate that. As for the group, they're new, very new goo. I think they're pretty good. They have a distinct sound to them, which I really respect. I can admit my bias with boy groups, and a lot of them just kind of sounded all the same to me. So when there's something distinct about a boy group, I tend to like them because it's refreshing. ONEWE, Planet 9, Voyager. I don't like K-bands for the most part. I kind of like them. I really like their vocalist, which plays a huge part in my liking towards them, but not enough to really buy anything from them, so I'm not buying it. WJSN, Chocome, Super Yuppers. Yeah, I bought it. Both versions. Omega X, Love Me Like. I don't remember this happening. It's like, didn't they just have a comeback? Am I crazy? At least the packaging for this is a lot better than their last comeback, which, if I remember correctly, it was like, it was like a bag and jewel case kind of thing, maybe. Whereas this is like actually pretty nice. So, cool. Not gonna buy it. High Key, Athletic Girl. New girl group. However, I don't like the song. And even if I did, there are some issues with this group. Specifically one member that has put a sour taste in my mouth that I don't think I could really ever support this group, unfortunately, for the 3 other girls. Yeah, I don't know, that's really all I'm going to say about this. TRENDZ, Blue Set, Chapter 1, Tracks. I believe this is a new boy group. I like this more than I thought I would. One thing I noticed about them is weirdly sometimes they sound like the boys. And that's possibly why I like this more than I thought I would. Because I do like the boys. But I don't want to buy this. Alexa tattoo. I don't own any Alexa stuff. And not going to start doing that now. Also, it's a single. So, no thanks. Eric Nam, there and back again. I feel like he's in his The Weeknd phase with this album. I think it might be his best album. Granted, I'm saying that not having listened to all of his albums and not having much of a memory for the stuff I have listened to from him. I think this physical actually doesn't come out till February, but the album dropped in January. It just wasn't announced that there was going to be a physical until like after the album was out, which was kind of weird, but there is a physical for this, and I'm not buying it. ENHYPEN, Dimension, Answer. When I say I was this close to buying this, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Something happened to me last year a little bit with ENHYPEN that I don't think I really talked about, but I don't know. I don't want to like them. I don't want to do it, but like it's happening. I really like this title. I think that's a controversial opinion, but there's something about it that's just really hype. And the kick, hello. Also, Polaroid Love. I don't go on TikTok. Why do I know this dance? Maybe I should just, jump in the deep end. I just buy it. Then if I buy it, I have to buy all their other albums. I don't own any of their albums. It's a commitment. If I buy it now, then I gotta back collect and then buy the future ones. And like, do I want to do that? Do I want to do that? I don't know. Can someone just tell me what to do? Should I buy this album? I really shouldn't. Should I just wait for the next comeback and then decide? Does that sound like a good idea? Can I last that long? Oh my gosh. I go to Target, I see the album, I kid you not, I like hold it in my hands and I think to myself, do I want to do it? It's not that dramatic, I know, but there's a commitment here. And if I give in now, it creates a domino effect of what's going to come to the future. Do I want that? I don't know. Yeah, good release. Will I buy it? Tell me, should I buy it? Should I buy this? Kim Yohan, Illusion. Who is this again? I know I'm the YouTuber and I'm supposed to do the research before I do this, but like, who is he? He's something Produce X 101 related. Did he make the group or not? Was he in like a VICTON attention? Who is he again? He's someone from something. I don't have anything to really add to this. I just need to remember who this guy is. I could do a quick Google search, but if someone could just tell me, that'd be nice. I'm not buying it. Max, Changmin, Devil. I don't think I've talked about this on the channel. But I consider this man like my arch nemesis. I don't know how to explain it, but it all dates back to when he released Chocolate, which I did talk about on this channel. And there's something about that song that gets under my skin. It like gives me anxiety. And ever since then, he's just become the super villain to me. I'm sorry, it's really not that serious. But the dude scares me. And this song, it's not helping his case. Now, I will say, one of my friends did a really funny mashup. Now, if you don't know what the site Rave DJ is, you pretty much can put two songs in the system and it'll make a AI generated mashup. And my friend did it with this song in like a Ford commercial.
So we built something else.
I love it so much. Oh, but the song itself is a no. However, big props, big claps for Maniac. I know I just said a lot of possibly negative things towards this man. I'm sorry, Max, even though I'm not. But Maniac is a freaking Broadway bop. And I love musical theater. I was never a theater kid though. Let's not get that mistaken. No. Maniac just gives me this Rocky Horror Picture Show vibes. Although I guess it's really like more of a Meatloaf vibe, who coincidentally was in Rocky Horror Picture Show Rest in peace, Meatloaf. Oh my god, what a legend. But if we could have a K-pop Meatloaf, oh my god, I'm on board for that. Do this. This is fantastic, Max. Do this. Do this. I stand this. Not creepy supervillain chocolate. No, I don't want that. Dude even names his comeback Devil. He's out to get me. Needless to say, I will not buy this. MIRAE, marvelous. You know, this is better than their last comeback, and that's a thumbs up from me. They're definitely kind of giving me this vibe of they're a new group and they're trying to figure out their sound and what they want to be. But overall, not for me. OnlyOneOf, Instinct, Part 2. What an interesting group. And what an interesting song for an interesting comeback with an interesting concept. I don't quite feel comfortable with this, like at all. But there's something about them that's giving me very Stellar vibes. It's just rubbing me the wrong way. I am not on board with this. I'm not really a fan of the direction that this group has been going on. And this probably feels very ominous if you don't know this group or this comeback or their past one or what I'm talking about. I don't see myself buying this. It's also weird that they do member versions. This is a Nugu group. Nugus don't really do member versions, so that's kind of strange. It's unusual. Not fine. Wheein. It's nice. Easy listening. But I don't own any Mamamoo solos, and it's not gonna start now. I don't even know Mamamoo. I say that every time I talk about Mamamoo or the members, and it's still true. Not gonna buy. Promise 9, Midnight Guest. I bought both versions, and then I bought all 9 jewel cases, which wasn't the initial plan. But like Weverse did a thing where if you bought all 9, you get them in a cool case. I can't say no to a cool case. So I have 11 versions of this album. Only slight regrets, maybe. JinJin&Rocky. Restore? Is that what it said? I can't read my handwriting. Restore. This is the best thing Astro has ever done. Oh my god, do I love this so much. Wow. Wow. I am not an Astro fan. I've never bought any of their albums, but wowzy, wow, do I love this unit. Not only do I just love the title track, Just Breathe. Well, actually, they spell it Just Breath, which, like, why didn't anyone tell them that they're missing an E? But, like, the whole EP is actually good. I shouldn't be that shocked. But I was shocked. I was surprised because, like I said, I've never really been into Astro. So to have this subunit, dude, because I just love this kind of stuff. Like, just stupid, almost kind of, it's almost a little campy. It's just fun. And I love that. I've really loved all of the Astro kind of non-mother group stuff. I liked MJ solo a lot too. I liked this. And now we're getting Moonbin and Sana are having a comeback. Pretty much everyone except Unwoo, the really popular one, are all doing stuff. I think this is really fun. I'm glad that they're doing this. Now, as much as I do like this, I don't really see myself buying it. If this became like a permanent kind of sub-unit, you know, maybe I'd go back and buy this if I continue to like their stuff. You know, it's like if it's like a Chocome from WJSN. I have a feeling this might just be like kind of a one-off thing, and I don't really want just kind of a one album thing in my collection, if that makes sense. It doesn't have to make sense to you. It makes sense to me. AB6, Complete With You. What is this? It's just solos and a title track. Is this a special album? But like, I'm not gonna buy it because I don't buy AB6 stuff. So, yeah. Yena, SMILEY. I only bought one version because I had pre-ordered this because I was like confident I was gonna like it based off of the teasers. I didn't know how much I'd like it. I might just go back and buy another version, get the both. don't know. DRIPPIN, Villain, their best yet. Granted, I don't remember their past stuff. I think I said the same thing last time, but I think they're improving. That was my cat, if you heard that. But yeah, I like this direction for DRIPPIN. I don't see myself really ever being a DRIPPIN fan because of me being a Golden Child fan and how DRIPPIN then like came and like it just didn't sit right with me how we had Golden Child and then we had DRIPPIN. Part of me is just probably never gonna like DRIPPIN, unfortunately, for that. I know it's petty, but it's just the way it is. VICTON, Chronograph. We have 2 songs and then an English version, so that's gonna be a no. However, one thing I want to talk about with this is VICTON is doing a digital environment friendly release of this. From my understanding of this is if you order the digital kind of version of this is they just send you photo cards. It's a way to kind of counteract people who like mass purchase an album, because what happens is a lot of fans who do those huge purchases are buying obviously more albums than they need, and then they just kind of dispose of those extra albums, which yeah, that is an issue. So this idea of you can just buy the albums and you just get sent photo cards, that's a really good idea. I don't think they really accomplished that with this, because from my understanding is the photo cards are different. So that doesn't solve the issue. Now, I think it would be a good idea if you bought their digital version, you get sent random photo cards just like you would if you bought the normal version, because then you could buy your, one physical copy and then keep purchasing the digital one to get those photo cards, so you're not just buying a bunch of the physicals, if that's making sense. So I think it's a good start, maybe, kind of, the heart's in the right place. There's something there. I don't think it's quite accomplished what they're really setting out to do, but kind of a cool idea. It gets a little hazy though of charting wise, right? The statistics of it all. So I don't know if this would ever really stick. Yuju, Erect. I have to call it that. I guess really it's like record, but it's erect, but it's styled to look like record. It's stupid. So Yuju is a member of GFriend, or I guess a former member. I was kind of looking forward to this since she was a main vocalist. I thought she'd go more so in the ballad direction, so I'm glad she didn't do that. But still, I was kind of overall a little bit disappointed with this release. There are some good tracks on this, but I don't find myself going back to this. I don't have a GFriend collection. Mine is just like random albums. My GFriend collection's weird, so I don't plan on buying this. BamBam, B. I love Silgy. I used to be a huge GOT7 fan. I haven't really liked any of the solo music that's come from any of the members. And BamBam style, very much not my style, which, I mean, I could have told you that years ago. So, I don't see myself buying this. But I do actually really like the song that he does with Silgy. Like, that's a good style. That's up my alley. That's my vibe. The other stuff, not so much. So, I don't plan on buying this. Moonbyul, Sequence. Or Six Sequence. I like this style from her so much more than her last solo album. But still, kind of the stuff I said about Wheein can be applied here when it comes to Mamamoo and buying their stuff. Nature, Rica. Now you might be thinking, well, this didn't have a physical release. And you're wrong. It did through MakeStar. It's going to be one of those little tin cans that I've unboxed from like a Nature MakeStar before. So I did end up buying this. I do actually want to speak about this, even though I bought it and I'm not supposed to really speak too much about the stuff I bought. I bought this in support of Nature having a comeback because I do collect Nature. I love Nature. I, however, do not really support this comeback a bit. Yikes. In terms of styling and concept and song. And it's really unfortunate that we went this long to have this comeback, and especially because now we have Loha and Aurora back. The whole thing just makes me really sad, but I did buy it to support them. I don't know when the Make Star ends, if my video comes out before it ends, so if you're interested in having a physical for this, you know, it is available. It does support the group, so we can hopefully have another comeback, because I really want them to kind of redeem themselves from this. Pentagon, Invite You. We got Jinho back, and we got Yohan and his arms. I bought both versions. Kyuhyun, Love Story, 4-season project. Super Junior member, ballad guy, kinda not my thing, so it's a no. Def, Love. So Def is JB from GOT7. I kind of already said this. I don't really connect with the GOT7 solos, so same here. Also, the packaging for this just kind of sucks. It's just the really cheap, like, not jewel case, but like jewel case-esque. It's just not jewel case. So that's all the releases I have. Some extra stuff I'm going to bring up. SF9, Jaeyoon, Dawon, Juho, Me Another Me photo essay. The last ones! Oh my god! I've talked about this photo book series so many times now. And I'm going to say the same thing as I've always said. I don't really collect SF9. I stopped collecting them a while ago, so I'm not going to be buying photo books of the members. NCT 127, NCT Life in Gapyeong photo storybook. Now, if there were member versions, I'd be all over buying that Jaehyun one, but however, they do not do the member versions, so I don't really plan on buying this. I don't plan on buying this. I don't have a 127 collection. Like, yeah, I love NCT Dream. That's about where the line gets drawn. I don't really, you know, connect with the rest of the NCT units. Mine is like Jaehyun and Xiaojun and just like individual members. But photo books are so much money that I have to like really collect the group to buy a photo book of that group. So no 127. IU documentary DVD. That's not really the name of it, but that's what I wrote. Yeah, so IU's having a DVD of like a documentary of her for, what's the anniversary? Is it her 10-year? It's some anniversary, I think. Is it? I don't actually know. And it includes her kind of surprise mini album that she released. Was that in December or January? Pieces? It's included in this. It's really expensive, but I do collect IU. I love IU so dearly, so I did buy this. Okay, these last two things, they're kind of albums. The first one I'm going to talk about is Our Beloved Summer, which I'm talking about all the Our Beloved Summer stuff. So the OST, the script books, and the vinyl. I'm buying all of it. I loved this. It's a K-drama. I should say that. This is a K-drama, and I'm talking about all like the typical K-drama merch that comes with a K-drama. I think I could actually make a whole video on this show and how much I actually really love it. I am just eating up every single thing that gets put out from this show. It is on Netflix and I highly recommend watching it. And the very last thing is the Oh My Girl Secret Garden vinyl. So I guess to commemorate Oh My Girl's anniversary of their first win, we have the Secret Garden vinyl that was released. Now, it's only released in a limited quantity in Korea. I am not in Korea, so I could not go get it. Now, there is an online ordering of it. However, it only ships to people in Korea. And you can't mass purchase it, so it doesn't seem like it's going to be easy to get. However, I did go through a Korean proxy site, very similar to what I do with Zen Market, and I gave them the link, and they're able to purchase it and ship it to me, so I'm in the process of that. So I did buy this. Hopefully I get it. We'll see. I so dearly want this, and I hope I get it. I just tell myself if I was able to get Pink Banana Allergy Monkey, I should be able to get anything. That's the Antihaul. Thank you so much for watching. Please, comment below as usual your favorites of the month, I don't know, your least favorites. This might be a little harsh to do, but just your thoughts of releases from this past month, or if there was anything I missed. February is looking intense, so I'm also interested to hear what you're looking forward to in February, because oh my god, this is gonna be a year of just great music. I can just tell. I hope you're having a great night, morning, evening, dusk, dawn, time of day, wherever you are, and you are cooler than you think. Mwah, 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 mwah. Bye.